What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about 15 items under $100. We're gonna show you a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna run through it really quick, so I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time on all these. We're gonna have links to everything down below. These are great items for holidays, for gift ideas, and just for yourself. So whether you're on a budget or whether you're just trying to upgrade a few things in your car. So our first product, we're gonna start all the way down here. We have carbon fiber paddles for your steering wheel. Obviously these don't apply to you manual guys, but these are awesome because look at the size difference. This is the pad for where your existing paddle is. So this gives you approximately an inch on the bottom and somewhere around 2 inches on top. These are awesome. All you have to do is stick these on. They're just a nice little additive to have to your steering wheel, and when you're cornering hard and you need to shift gears, you have more surface area, so you don't have to have your hands right where the paddles are. You can have your hands offset, so when you're going into a corner you can actually move your hands, shift, downshift, and then back into it. Next thing we have is an armrest. Now obviously most of us don't have armrests in our 86. So this is awesome. It looks really great, and it's just that little nice plush goodness that you can just rest your arm. It's at that perfect height. So this is awesome. We have them in multiple different colors. Go ahead and check those out. Another thing we have from PERRIN, I'm not going to open this just because it's still new in the packaging, is the drift button. So you remove your existing button, put this in, and it makes it so you can yank your e-brake without having to press the button anymore. So that's awesome. Also Cusco sells one as well, so this is theirs. So that's really awesome. Next we have heater control knobs and AC control knobs. So these we have in multiple different colors. It just adds that little bit of flavor inside, and they got a nice grip to them. You know, if you have like a certain color going on, we got red, we got blue, we got silver. These have a nice little knurling on them. Is great to the feel and looks good. Next up we have the bezel that adds an extra switch. Some of you may have this, some of you may not. And a couple different switches, the LED off switch and then the fog light switch. This is awesome because it comes with a harness. You can hook it up to pretty much anything you want. So let's say you have underglow, you can hook these up to it. If you have halos, you can hook these up to it. So one thing we talked about on a previous episode and didn't install video is license plate lights and the trunk light. So you can go ahead and click up here for that video, but these are part of a whole LED setup here that I was gonna show you guys. So we have the interior dome light, and then we have also a diamond cut cover for it. These two are sold separately. Then we also have this for a dome light as well. You know, it's a 12 LED. This is pretty bright for what it is, but this is extremely brighter. These will also work in your sun visors. So if you have a sun visor that has a mirror, let's just say for your girlfriend or for yourself, these will fit inside of that light area. So this is awesome for that. You do this little upgrade if your girl does her makeup a lot, she's gonna thank you. So all these are on the site separately. So I did say there's 15 items under $100. There's one thing that's kind of an honorable mention, but for you guys that are boosted or drive your car hard, this is a turbo timer, also for NA. It gives you a couple different extra readouts. It gives you an estimated air fuel. It displays your O2 sensor, voltages, a bunch of different things. And the quick point about this is if you're driving your car super hard, you don't want to just go and turn your car off. It'll cool down a little too fast. You want to keep the oil moving especially on turbo cars. Just kind of extends the life of the turbo in a sense. This is just a tiny bit over $100, but I figured, hey, this is an interior mod, and for maintenance slash under the hood in a sense. That's it for the interior stuff. Let's get under the hood and maintenance related. Let's start right out front with this. This is an 86 battery tie down. This is a nice little complement for underneath the engine bay. It is super clean looking, super simple, and just that little bit of style that'll give you that extra little point at a car show, or when you pop your hood to show your buddies, somebody will be like, oh man, that's sick, that's awesome. Next, we're gonna move into performance slash maintenance oriented here. We have the PERRIN Reusable air filter. This is for you guys that don't want to run an intake, that just want to keep underneath the hood pretty stock, modification wise. Maybe you just want to honor your warranty. This is very awesome because you can clean it, and I would suggest cleaning it every time you do an oil change. And if you have a stock air filter and you haven't changed it, and you have, I would say, over 10,000 miles, you need to change it. It adds quite a bit more airflow, and it'll give you a little bump in power. Next, we have the PERRIN oil filler cap. This is super nice. It's got a knurled edge, so even if your hands are oily and you gotta crack this loose, this is super attractive, and it's actually, you know, purpose oriented. It does come with a new O-ring. So you guys with high mileage cars and have done a lot of oil changes, these oil rings that are on your existing ones crack and can end up starting to leak. So this is that little dial point type thing that is actually useful. While we're talking about oil, we're going to talk about drain plugs. We have the Greddy magnetic oil drain plug, and we have the Project Kicks oil drain plug. These are both really great options and choices. They were pretty much, for the most part, I would say the same. The Greddy has a longer magnet on it. The one on the Project Kicks is just more inset, but they're both really magnetic. For you guys that have done a recent motor build or a refresh or done anything inside the motor, this is something you want to run for your first at least 1 to 2 oil changes, just to grab any metal that could be sitting around in the motor so it doesn't get eaten up. For you guys that do a lot of oil changes, this is a lifesaver, the Moto engine oil drain valve. So you put this on in the place of your existing drain plug. So this has a crush washer. You replace it every other oil change. I would suggest every on a magnetic or your factory one. But if, let's say, you're going to the track a lot, you're constantly changing your oil, and you want some nice convenient way of doing it, this has a little valve here that you just press and you can slide it, and it'll just open up and all the oil will drain out the side here. So this will also eliminate risks of stripping out your oil pan, because once this is in, it's in. You don't have to worry about it. It's in there, and it, you know, has a little lock to keep the valve from moving ever. So this is super awesome, and I would really suggest this for all you guys that change your oil yourself. While we're talking about oil, if you guys don't know about Moto, I'm not going to go into it, but you really need to look into running Moto full synthetic. We have multiple different weights in stock for your different applications on for all cars. This one will actually help increase your fuel economy, but nice thing about these is they have their own little pour spout. You just pull this up and the spout comes out, so it makes it a lot easier to pour your oil out of it. These aren't for synthetic oil, the cost of these aren't that expensive. We have a full kit including a genuine Toyota oil filter on the site. Again, the links will be in the description below. And then while you're changing your oil and you're under the car, you might as well change your diff and transmission fluid. So we have these 100% full synthetic gear oil in stock. We sell them as a set as well. So it takes 1 for your diff and then 3 for your transmission. While you're changing your oil one of these times, get all this, get this set up. Then next we have this awesome Skunk 2 high pressure 1.3 bar radiator cap. This is just a quality looking piece, and you know, it's high pressure. And look at that, it's even the color of green coolant. This is just one of those little extra things for underneath the hood that is nice to have looks wise. And then next we got WinMax brake pads. For you guys that don't know about WinMax, go ahead and hop on our website and read up on brake pads. They have a bunch of different compounds. They are super affordable for being aftermarket high performance brake pads. They come in multiple different compounds. If you're upgrading your car and making it faster, you need to make it stop fast as well. All right, that is it for this episode. These are great gifts for holidays, no, not quinceañeros, for birthdays, any reason whatsoever, and these are just great things for yourself. Just be selfish this paycheck. Grab a couple parts. A lot of them are considerably under $100, ready to ship. So if you have any questions whatsoever, leave us a comment down below. Let us know what the best thing in this video was to you. And we are doing some giveaways. I should have some information in the next couple videos on how to do that. We're trying to do something to give back to our customers and our subscribers on this channel. So if you aren't already, subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.